Hi, y'all. I'm Allison. October was quite eventful. I mingled with werewolves, ghosts, Greek gods, a headless horseman, a serial killer, and your random run of the mill bad guys. I spent some time on a cursed ship, at a monster's mortuary, at a luxury apartment, in a cursed manor, and trapped on an island. So I also played 5 TBR games this month. 4 of them were for me, and one was for Phoenix Rose. I also started the Start and Stop Buddy Read in October, and our first book was submitted by Expedition Through Pages. We read The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton. Had a blast. Loved it. So out of these 27 books, plus the 2 extra that were added, I had 29 books on my TBR for the month. I managed to read 11 with 3,350 pages, and I listened to 3.5 hours of audio at the very beginning of the month. So I was mostly a middle grader with 5 books, then an adult with 3, 2 YA, and 1 children's. For genres, I mostly did fantasy. There was 5 of them. Then there was 2 mysteries and a 1 each of a thriller, classic, contemporary romance, and a horror. I only started 1 series, The Wolves of Mercy Falls. I made progress in Nancy Drew and 43 Old Cemetery Road. I actually finished one. Well, kind of. I finished the Percy Jackson portion of that entire series. This was the last book in that group. So the longest book of the month was Devil in the Dark Water with 494 pages. And the shortest, no surprise, was The Legend of Sleepy Hollow with 29 pages. It was a great month reading-wise. My 5-star reads are The Haunting by Natasha Preston, Till Death Do Us Part by Kate and Sarah Kleiss, Dustin Grimm by Chuck Wendig, and The Mystery at Lilac Inn by Carolyn Keene. 4 stars, 4 3/4 for The Devil in the Dark Water, and What Lives in the Woods by Lindsay Curry. 3 stars were Percy Jackson, The Ultimate Guide, My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine, and this children's edition of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Undetermined rating is for Hemlock Island by Kelly Armstrong. Favorites, I couldn't pick just one. Had The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton, The Haunting by Natasha Preston, and Dustin Grimm by Chuck Wendig. 3 very different books. Least favorite, My Roommate is a Vampire. Author I want to read more from, Stuart Turton. Unfortunately, I'm caught up. The scariest book was Hemlock Island. Being trapped on that island with everything going on. Good moments in there. Creepiest goes to the middle grader, What Lives in the Woods. There's some good haunting moments in this book. For Halloween vibes, by far The Haunting. This takes place the week up to Halloween. The chapters are dated by date. So next year I want to reread it, following the calendar. Tons of Halloween stuff in here. For the most gruesome, we bring back Hemlock Island. Some of these descriptions just, ugh. Funniest was Dustin Grimm. The snarkiness in the little sister was gold. She's not obnoxious, and the contrast between her and her brother, she's very snarky, he's very reserved. It was just wonderful. I loved this. The cutest book by far was Till Death Do Us Part. Seymour finds a dog, and he wants to adopt this dog, and there's some family drama around this. It's just, I love it. There's also an inheritance. Love this series. Best romance, most believable and endearing couple, is Grace and Sam from Shiver. Most wholesome, we're bringing back Till Death Do Us Bark. Most mysterious and just had me guessing the whole way through, The Devil in the Dark Water. Such an intricate plot, so atmospheric. Read it. Awesome. And you can do the Stop and Start Buddy Read. Read it with me. Flubbed endings, Hemlock Island, which is why I can't decide on the rating. Loved it till we got to the end, and it ruined it all. So, undecided. Okay, we're going to add something new. Books I regret not being able to get to this month. Episode 13 by Craig DeLuey. Soon, my pet, soon. Kill Creek. Another Halloween went by and I still haven't read it, so it'll go back on the shelf till next year. Stephen King, The Night Shift. I think I only read 2 pages. I was too busy to read a short story a day, so I'm saving it for next Halloween. And Dracula and the Undead. I'm really intrigued by this one. Again, didn't have time for it. Those I'm going to read next October, no matter what. I also intentionally did not read 8 Perfect Murders. Someone pointed out that it spoiled some classics for them, and I want to make sure I've read all of the source books before doing this one. Thank you, whoever told me, and I'm sorry I'm blank on your name at the moment. Okay, books to be unhauled. I am just going to get rid of the classic ghost stories. It's quite thick. I don't like excerpts. It's going. This version of Sleepy Hollow, the artwork, no thank you. My roommate is a vampire. I just did not like the characters, and the story was flat and boring, and no. So there's my October. It was an incredible month, and I can't wait to see how November plays out. If you want to see it yourself, then be sure and subscribe, and I hope to see you in just a couple of days. I hope you have an incredible November, and October was all you wanted it to be. Bye, y'all.